Hello Runescape, Wilmust here with a new video, and how is everyone doing? I kind of wanted to talk about something it's kind of old now, like it still affects the game and everything, and a lot of people do have it, and I guess you kind of already know what it is based on the title, so why don't I just go ahead and say it? The combat formula in the evolution of combat servers. Basically the max combat at the moment is 200, and to get 200 you need 99 in 2 combat stats, meaning defense, and some other combat stats basically, like range, magic, or whatever. And a lot of people, including me, think that this is kind of it's a weird solution for this. Obviously, I do understand why the max combat is 200. It's like, I believe they started out with like the lowest combat being 4. No, not 4, but the 2. But then they kind of ended up on a max combat level being 198, which is kind of uncertain. So they just added into, and made it 200, which is pretty cool. I think the 200 is a pretty nice number, and it shows that people are dedicated to a combat skill. Or does it kind of? It's kind of a weird kind of thing, saying that people can get max combat with 299s, and they can have level 1 in every single combat stat instead. Yeah, you know what I mean here? It doesn't really show that they have really trained that much combat, It's a couple of months of Soul Wars, and you have max combat basically, and I think that's kind of weird, and I think that should be changed. My personal suggestion here is to kind of this kind of requires some math. I can't say it like exactly how I meant me to be, kind of, but if you take all the combat stats and share it on 200, I believe you could get, like, for example, I don't know, 1.4 combat stats, I guess. So you could, like, well, I think it's less like 0.5 or something. But let's say you get 0.5 combat levels each combat skill to level up, basically. So in the end, you need every single 99 in order to get level 200, and the lowest combat skill would be level 1 most likely. Well, actually could be more as well, seeing there are other combat stats as well. As for hit points and prayer, I do know that well, the combat formula is not set in stone following Jaggers. It means it can change, which I kind of find kind of worrying, mainly because of that. Hit points and prayer is made possible for skillers, also level 4 people to get in the game. So obviously a lot of people, high total, very good people, already gotten these skills, and if these skills turn into combat, that's going to create a massive rage in the skiller community, because most of the skillers, I believe, have got these 2 skills to 99 or higher combat, not higher combat, but higher levels basically. And if it turns into combat, most killers are going to disappear into combat, which is a pretty worrying kind of thing. And I don't think Jaggers will be able to reset every single one of them either, so it's kind of, I don't really think that it will happen, but it's kind of, the chances is there, basically. Personally, at the moment, I am saving up for 99 hit points, and I do have 99 prayer bank myself, but I'm planning not to do it in a couple of months, maybe because I want to do them lastly. I kind of want to consider myself as a classic kind of skiller, without the hit points and the prayer, but at the same time I do want to be maxed well, I do kind of consider hit points and prayer as a combat skill still, but so it's kind of scary for me to level those up, so I won't be doing it in a pretty long time. As for summoning was not combat when EOC first was released. I'm not too sure why, but I guess it's kind of because it's not directly a combat skill. It's not like you wield a weapon and stuff, but it does help in combat, just like prayer, it prays a buff kind of skill. And how do I even explain this? It was turned back into combat, and some people already had leveled up summoning in the main game, thinking that it would be able to be combat 4 and have 99 summoning, which didn't really happen. A friend of mine called Giant Earth, he made a thread on the Runescape forums, kind of bringing up some pretty good points on why summoning should not be a combat skill. I can link the QFC to that in the comment section below, so you guys can go ahead and read and post or whatever. If you do post, say hello from me if you might. Giant Earth is a friend of mine. He's a real good guy, so let him know that I sent you if you do post or read it or whatnot. So what more do I have to say? Basically, I do kind of want to know your opinion about this as well. Should prayer and hit points and summoning be combat skills? What do you think about the combat formula? Is there anything that could be improved in order to make it more logical, basically? As I said, I do kind of want to see the idea of having, like, you need all 99s in order to be max combat. That makes the most sense to me, and I think that would be the best solution to show how good you're actually in combat. So yeah, but I do of course like how it works with the new system. Like defense makes a lot more sense now. It's more balanced and everything, so I do like that function as well. Well, yeah, guys, let me know what you think about the combat formula and everything that I mentioned in this video. I will talk to you guys later, and do check out the thread if you want to. My name is Will Miss It, and I'll see you guys soon.